What up, y'all? Welcome to the channel. Y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. And man, I'm fresh off an interview with Gervonta Davis on $1 million worth of game, man. I'm subscribed to the channel and everything. This is my work phone, so the one I'm recording on, that's the one. My phone, see, if you see right there, I ain't signed in. This is my work phone. But anyways, throughout this week, man, I've been seeing some headlines that's been saying things like, man, Gervonta Davis never asked Floyd Mayweather for the tough fights, or, and I seen some shit to where, to me, it felt like guys was portraying as if Gervonta Davis is on some scary shit, or don't want to fight the best, or things like that. I'm not sure if it's because he light-skinned, he get all this hate, or people just so much of Devin Haney fans, or he just signed to Floyd Mayweather, man. It can be all those combined. It is what it is, though. But or Tank just ain't did he spoke to him, the interview or some shit like. I'm not sure what the fuck it is, but niggas got Tank fucked up. I watched this interview, and I didn't get that same feeling that a lot of niggas try to portray. First of all, out this fucking whole interview, an hour, and the only thing you got out that motherfucker was Tank don't want to fight the best. He ain't asked Floyd Mayweather for the fight. Man, look, bro. First of all, I'll start from what I heard from the beginning. What I got out this interview is Tank, came up in a foster home with things we already know, but he get new fans all the time, so people still getting updated on his deal. So Tank grew up in Baltimore, man, the west side of Baltimore, and his mama used to stay in the same apartments as Freddie Gray. I mean, I didn't even know that, and I'm a huge Tank fan. Like, this is my guy. I didn't even know that. If y'all don't know who Freddie Gray is, then you might have to Google him. So here in St. Louis, where I'm from, where I stay, we had a guy by the name of Mike Brown who was gunned down by the police, and my whole city started off like this big ass riot shit where everybody was doing all type of shit. Like, and I was in the middle of it actually, because at the time I was staying in apartments called Canfield Apartments, which is exactly where Mike Brown was gunned down at. Actually on the other side of my apartment, exactly in front of the street. Like, soon I pulled out to go down the main street of Canfield, because that's where he got killed at. It's a section of apartments or whatever. This was back in 2013, 2014, something like that. But yeah, I was there doing the whole thing of that, right? So after we had all big ass old deal with the riot and all that, and they try to make it seem like all people was burning down buildings and shit like that, well, actually the police and a lot of store owners burned down their own shit, you know what I'm saying, for the fucking record. And I know for a fact that nobody can tell me nothing about this shit, because I was here through it all. But anyways, they burned down their own shit, bro. And they made it seem like it was the people or whatever. But after that whole fiasco, man, with Mike Brown's situation and that dirty ass cop, Baltimore had they situation to where Freddie Gray, was the one who, I think he got choked out, if I'm not mistaken. No. Might not have been choked out. That was probably somebody else. See, so many of these bullshit ass cops doing this fucked up shit, I get them mixed up sometimes. I think Freddie Gray is the one they had in the back of a police car, where they was beating them up and doing all different type of things to him, and they ultimately killed him. So that whole city went rioting and shit like that. Ours was a bunch of grown motherfuckers, kids, and everybody. But in Baltimore, they had a lot of teenagers riding. These niggas was letting zebras out the zoo. They were riding horses, all type of shit. It was going down, bro. I seen it, bro, all on the news. and come to find out, Gervonta Davis' mama stayed in those projects. I said, damn, I straight didn't know that. So that's a history lesson for your ass, right? I ain't see no headlines about that shit. But anyways, you know, another thing I peeped out in the interview is the whole thing where everybody was talking about the Mayweather thing. What I got out that section was that Gervonta Davis is basically a contract killer, you know. So, see, you don't even know the mind of some of these fighters. See, he got one of these minds where he ain't really trying to do no betting shit. He trying to be given, you know, like a mercenary. Once that shit slide across his desk, and you tell him to mount and everything like that, he getting in the gym and he ready to knock their head off. Period. That's what I get about that shit. Not he don't know scary shit. He don't want to fight the best. Nigga, he is a contract killer. He trying to murk some shit. Basically, that's what the fuck I get out of it. I don't know what these other niggas talking about, but yeah, man. And a lot of things. Another thing I got out this interview was Gilly the Kid and Wallow did their whole thing telling Gervonta that there's a whole bunch of real shit on how he gotta keep his head on a swivel. In the next 11 years is the most important time. It's gonna be the most important time in his career because he's gonna be set up for his kids and all that. You know, just OG talk. Not, you know, one thing about the older guys, man, you know who the OGs and the fake OGs like that. Like real OGs got like leadership skills. And having real leadership skills is very rare. A lot of these niggas don't have that shit. Like, they erratic as fuck. Once a young nigga do something they don't like, they ready to wash their hands immediately. Oh, fuck, what the fuck, bitch ass nigga, these little ass nigga, I did this, I did that, man. These niggas some fucking bitches, and they some fake ass OGs. That's what a lot of niggas be. You know what I'm saying? But Gilly and Wallow gave Tank that talk live on air, man. And they just told him how they felt, and it was what it was. And Tank respected that, because one thing about Tank, I get the vibe from him that he listens. He obviously listens more than he talks, and that's one of the qualities that a young nigga should have. Because, you know, if you one of them hard-headed guys, you think you fucking know everything, you definitely gonna run your ass into a tree. You know what I'm saying, or a pole or some shit like that. So, you know, that's what I got out there part. You know. They also, another thing they talked about was the Devin Haney sparring. You know, Devin Haney was on $1 million worth of game, and he alluded to the fact, and he tried to say that he basically was saying he stopped Tank and sparring the first time, and then he said the other time Gervonta Davis beat his ass or whatever. But he didn't even say it like that. He gave himself more than credit than him saying that what Tank did to him or whatever. So he tried to make it seem like he whooped Tank ass and he quit or whatever. But Tank cleared that shit up, and Tank said that Mayweather was in a fucking ring with them. You know, he fresh off a fucking fight, so he's sitting around chilling, eating motherfucking Doritos and everything like that. So he ain't get his ass beat, but Floyd was holding his arm and shit, stopping him from hitting Devin Haney with blows and shit like that. And soon they got done fucking sparring. It was what it was. It worked. As soon as they got done sparring, Floyd said that no, Tank was telling Floyd like, man, yeah, let's spar again. We're sparring again. So what I took from that was he feel like he ain't do his best, but you know, Devin Haney gave him good work. Not that he beat his ass. And then he talked about the other sparring session where he said, I don't even talk about that. See, Devin Haney love bragging about that little shit, but I don't even be talking about the fact that I almost knocked his ass the fuck out, and I fucked him up, and Adrian Broner jumped in the ring and said, enough. I even heard a gang of motherfuckers talk about this shit. I think that was in Baltimore. Tank hit Devin Haney with some shit so hard, Devin Haney was almost asleep, bro. You know, and for the record, if Devin Haney and Tank ever fight, you already know what's up. Tank gonna knock his ass out. But Devin Haney is going overseas or whatever to Australia to fight George Kambosos, which is very big. I respect it for sure, but I'm not sure if that was like the smartest thing to do. We'll see how this shit turn out. You know what I'm saying? If he come out successful, then he instantly get a lot of credit more than these guys. But But if he come out unsuccessful, that was like the dumbest shit ever, because if he was with Al Heyman, that's why you need an advisor. See, it ain't the fact that Kambosos is better than Devin Haney, it's just the fact that they got you going all the way the fuck over here to Australia, and you gotta fight, you gotta beat him 2 times. You know what I'm saying? That was really like a fucked up ass deal. Like, you really got like fucked on the deal. You know what I'm saying? You gotta beat him 2 times, right? Just to fucking walk away with everything and wash your hands with the shit. I mean, I feel like that's bullshit. And both of them gotta be in Australia. It's like, it ain't like, all right, man, I beat your ass in Australia. All right, you gotta come over here. You gotta fight both of them over there. Like, that's like, what's the odds of that shit going left? Like, you know, but Devin Haney got heart. I can't even, because Earl did it, but Earl had an advisor, though. He had Al Heyman. You know, and Earl got the style where he ruined the nigga, and he didn't have to go again. So, do Devin Haney got that same type of style where he can just ruin him, and where he don't even want no fucking rematch if he beat him? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin Haney give up some of his height sometimes. He's a good ass boxer. I think if he can just fight him on the outside, he can beat the shit out of him. But sometimes Devin Haney, you know, because Devin Haney is a dog too, and he like to fight on the inside, so he give up his reach a lot of times. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, because he got hurt, his last fight on some shit like that. So, I mean, we'll see. He recovered fast, though, but, you know, he had the stanky leg and everything like that, but he recovered fast, though. You know, it is what it is, man. I want Devin Haney to win, but I just feel bad about it, because I'm not sure, bro, because George Kambosos is actually good, and everything is favoring on his side. I mean, the referee might be on his side. I mean, damn, like, what did Devin Haney even get for this shit? But it is what it is, man. He come on out on top, and he ain't got to worry about it. I believe Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis, it can be another Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford in a few years. You know what I'm saying? That can be another one of those. If everything go right, both guys keep smashing shit, and then I'll definitely believe that can be another one of those. Other than that, man, that's why I got this interview, man. Don't listen to these hate-ass niggas, man. I ain't getting nothing like, oh, man, he ain't fluid. Like, I got real shit out of this interview. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe already, and I'm out, y'all. Deuces.